Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about what I use that makes my tomatoes and other plants in my garden to grow so well. I develop very good soil by feeding the earthworms, and this is what I call fertilizers. I feed the earthworms with plantain peels, banana peels. I also put in eggshells because this helps to provide calcium for the tomato plants and other plants. Calcium prevents blossom end rot, not because the absence of calcium causes it, but if calcium is not in the soil and you don't water your soil very well, then your plant will get blossom end rot. So you need to have calcium in the soil, and you also need to water your soil regularly. Nowadays, I think we are facing a situation where things are being pesticides, fertilizers, and it's all going so chemically. I'm not trying to advocate don't use any single chemical in your garden, but whatever you can use out of what you have in your kitchen, please try to recycle it. Make some fertilizers, make use of things so that we will help save a few quids and also save the planet, and save yourself also a lot of trouble. This is what I call sustainability. These plantain peels and banana peels, eggshells, and chicken bones. We all eat food that have bones in them, that is meat. I keep this and I put them in the oven to burn a bit, after which I'll place them in this black bag and bang on them with a big piece of wood. They break up to tiny bits. That is from banging them with the bits of wood. Now these tiny bits of chicken bone I put into a blender, and this is what I come up with. I put this in the soil, and it really helps the earthworms, and also this is an advantage to my plants. It's organic and it contains a lot of nutrients. Next we have the eggshells. After eating eggs, I collect these and wash them and keep them in the tray. Then I come along, I'll scrunch them all, and this becomes a smaller amount. Now these smaller bits are just like what we have here. These smaller bits, that's what I have from scrunching these eggshells together. I keep them in this container. So from this container, I put them in the blender, and the meal gives me this powdery form of calcium. I put this in the soil, and it helps enrich the soil. The earthworms also love it, and all the other microbes as well. I have banana and plantain peel, which I use in a couple of different ways. Sometimes, depending on the season, I will dry this, cut it into pieces and dry it, and then it becomes like this. I can now take these smaller pieces and break them up in a blender, and I can make it as fine as I choose, and this I also give to the earthworms. It serves as fertilizers in my garden. So it means I don't have the waste of eggshells and plantain and banana peels. Another way I use these banana peels is, while it is fresh, I cut it up and put it in water. If you are a bit squeamish, you may look away because it may not look too pretty. But then this is what I get. This is the banana peel. After 3 days, I'll sieve it. Now this I dilute 1 to 5. If I pour this into my watering can, I can then fill up 2 watering cans. That's 2 10-liter watering cans. So it's going to be like 1 to 5, and I use it to water my garden. This I bury in the soil. It's just like the usual bearing of banana peels. It just means I've actually pulverized it, and it now has a larger surface area, and it's been well fermented. It's been inoculated with the microbes. So it's ready to go into the soil and start working. So I just put this into the soil. These serve very good fertilizers, and the plants really do enjoy them. I also have fish bones, which I blend and add to my garden soil. So you can see now that we have quite a lot of things in the house that we can put in our garden, and the garden will be looking really great. I use Epsom salt. Epsom salt is very good for tomatoes and roses and strawberries. It helps the fruits to ripen. It contains magnesium. This is magnesium sulfate. So it helps the fruits to ripen. Just a spoonful in a 10-liter watering can. I also use chicken poop, but not a lot of it. I use it when I'm trying to set up at the beginning of the year, before I even start planting. So the chicken poop is already right mixed into the bottom of the soil around January, February, and we start planting in April. So these are all the sustainable things I use as fertilizers within my household. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.